Welcome back to the channel, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare coins, mind-blowing values, and the incredible stories behind them that leave collectors and enthusiasts around the globe in awe. Today, we're about to unravel the astonishing tale of the 2017 P. Lincoln Shield 1-cent coin, a seemingly ordinary penny that turned out to be anything but, reaching a jaw-dropping estimated value of $19 million due to an extraordinary combination of errors, minting anomalies, and collector frenzy that has shaken the numismatic world to its core and made headlines in the tight-knit community of coin collectors and investors alike. It all begins with something that seems so small and mundane that most people would never look twice. A copper-plated zinc penny that has been in circulation since 1982 replaced the older bronze composition and has since been minted in the billions every year. But 2017 marked a special, historic turning point in U.S. coinage, as it was the first year ever that the Philadelphia Mint, long known for minting coins without a mintmark, decided to commemorate its 225th anniversary by adding a tiny but monumental P mintmark just below the date on the obverse of the coin. An act that seemed trivial on the surface but fundamentally altered the identity of the Lincoln cent for that year and led to heightened attention from collectors and specialists. But what truly set the stage for an astronomical valuation wasn't just this historic change. It was the emergence of a series of incredibly rare mint errors that occurred in a small batch of these 2017 P pennies that were released into circulation with a perfect storm of blunders, flaws, and anomalies that, when combined with the historical significance of the mintmark, gave rise to a legendary coin whose estimated value has eclipsed the expectations of even the most seasoned professionals. Among these errors, one of the most famous is the off-center strike, where the coin's design is stamped slightly or even significantly outside the central axis of the planchet, creating a visibly misaligned image where Lincoln's portrait might appear shifted or cropped, giving a dramatic and visually stunning mistake that catches the eye of any expert and immediately elevates the rarity of the specimen. But even more remarkable are the double dies, particularly the double-dyed verse variety, which features noticeable doubling on the date, the lettering, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the new P mintmark itself, an effect caused by a misalignment between the hub and the die during the manufacturing process, resulting in a ghost-like doubling that can be detected with the naked eye or a modest magnifying glass, and which collectors go crazy for, especially in cases where the doubling is crisp, dramatic, and well-centered. And this is just the beginning, because some examples of the 2017 P penny also exhibit severe die cracks and cuds, raised lines or blobs of metal that occur when parts of the die break or become damaged during use, leading to coins being struck with irregular raised features that are never meant to be there and that are entirely unique from one coin to the next, essentially turning each flawed specimen into a one-of-a-kind error. And as the coin goes through multiple strikes or enters circulation in this flawed state, the damage can worsen or become more pronounced, sometimes producing visually dramatic features such as large die breaks that seem to split the coin across Lincoln's face or cause bulges and irregularities along the rim. But perhaps the most mythical example, the crown jewel of the 2017 P series, is the discovery of a penny that combines multiple errors: a triple strike with an off-center misalignment, severe double die features, die cracks, and a misaligned die clash, all present on the same coin. An incredibly unlikely event where multiple systems in the mint's process failed in succession or in overlapping phases, resulting in a truly singular coin that defies the odds and which has been authenticated, graded, and preserved as a numismatic marvel, currently believed to have a value of up to $19 million due to its historic importance, layered errors, pristine condition, and unrepeatable uniqueness, with collectors and institutions alike clamoring for a chance to own it. And part of what fuels the frenzy is the extreme rarity, not just of the most flawed examples but of the 2017 P coin in general, as it marked the only year in U.S. history where the Philadelphia Mint included the P on the Lincoln cent, making every specimen from that year immediately collectible, even the error-free versions. And when you consider that the U.S. Mint reversed course in 2018, removing the P and returning to the traditional no mintmark style for Philadelphia-made pennies, the 2017 P became even more of an oddity, a lone beacon in the timeline of U.S. coinage, its uniqueness amplified by its brevity, and the volume of errors identified in that production year. And what's fascinating is that many of these flawed coins entered general circulation before being discovered, meaning everyday people found them in their change from the grocery store, gas station, or local diner, leading to a sudden explosion of interest as news spread online and numismatic forums lit up with speculation, photo evidence, and amateur sleuthing, some questioning whether the coins were even real or doctored, while others rushed to get theirs graded by PCGS or NGC in hopes of striking it rich, and that frenzy brought in not just collectors but investors, celebrities, and high-end buyers who recognize that coins like this don't just have historical significance, they have serious market appeal and long-term value appreciation, especially when the coin represents a perfect storm of historical change, mechanical error, and pop culture buzz, and further adding to the allure is the mystery behind how such complex and layered errors could occur in a mint as modern and technologically advanced as Philadelphia's, with theories ranging from human oversight, rushed production due to increased output demands, improper die maintenance, and even speculation that rogue employees may have contributed to the mishaps intentionally or accidentally, though no definitive conclusion has been reached. And the speculation has only heightened the mystique and fueled the narrative, transforming the coin into something of a modern treasure hunt, with people across the country scouring their piggy banks, coin jars, and loose change for a glimpse of the elusive 2017 P-era coin, and stories have emerged of individuals discovering pennies worth thousands, tens of thousands, or even more from simple everyday transactions. A phenomenon that has reignited national interest in coin collecting and prompted a new generation of enthusiasts to learn about grading scales, die varieties, mint errors, and the intricacies of numismatic valuation, with experts explaining that what makes coins like this so valuable isn't just the presence of a mistake but the clarity, severity, and uniqueness of that mistake in combination with its historical context, its condition, particularly if it's graded MS67 or higher, and whether it exhibits additional anomalies like retained die breaks, planchet flaws, or improper alloy mixes. And in the case of the most valuable known 2017 P penny, all these factors come together in a once-in-a-lifetime specimen that encapsulates an extraordinary moment in minting history, where a single cent, normally considered valueless by most and tossed aside or forgotten, becomes a symbol of how even the smallest object can hold unimaginable value when rarity, history, error, and timing align perfectly, reminding us that there are still surprises waiting to be discovered in the most mundane corners of our lives, and that sometimes, just sometimes, a penny really is worth millions. So make sure to check your change, look closely at your coins, and maybe, just maybe, you'll be the next person to stumble upon a piece of numismatic history worth millions. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more incredible stories from the fascinating world of coins that continue to amaze, inspire, and reward those who take the time to notice the details that others overlook.